Hi, everyone. We're here to talk all about writing and not what you think, because we know paper pencil things are really hard for our students. They haven't gotten the grip that they need or understanding how to write letters yet, right? And that's totally fine. You don't have to be crazy creative to come up with a writing lesson. Think of writing as a way for our students to share their thoughts. It doesn't necessarily have to be a writing. It can be a typing. It can be stamps. It can be an eye gaze board and they're picking letters to make a word or to make a sentence or a phrase. However, they get their thoughts across by themselves is the best way that we can be teaching writing for our students with disabilities. So, if you have a student who is really struggling to be creative, to think on their own, give them prompts, give them topics that they want to talk about. If they have a favorite show, can you tell me more about your favorite show? And let them share information. Writing does not have to be structured. It does not have to be driven by a teacher. It should be creative. It should be independent. And one way to do this is with predictable chart writing. It's a sentence starter that gets the students' thoughts flowing. Like, my favorite TV show is, right? They might say Bluey. They might say Bear in the Big Blue House. I don't know. Um, and so be able to share information about that story from that point on, whether they've shared just the topic or like, I want to talk about the main character. I want to talk about the colors of the show that I'm watching. All of these things add layers of writing and creativity for our students, and we should be able to allow them to do those things. It can be really hard for our students to find that autonomy because we don't give them those opportunities enough. So with predictable chart writing, yes, you're giving them some type of starter or some type of phrase to go off of I like to watch blank. I like to go to the great. Outside the weather is, and there might not be a wrong answer for those, and there might be a right answer, but we want them to be able to be creative with it. If they feel like the outside is gray, let them go with the outside being gray because it might be cloudy or it might be, there's really no way to mess it up, right? It's gaining students' confidence in their abilities to write. It's letting students know that their thoughts matter and what they want to say or what they want to write about matters. That's the point of predictable chart writing. It is not the scriptedness of it. It is the flow, the natural progression of students to understand where they're going and what I want to share about where I'm going. So those types of things. If you are not familiar with predictable chart writing, I will make sure to link some of the videos that talk about the steps of predictable chart writing and how to actually teach it. But today is just a moment to remind you that predictable chart writing does exist, and it's a great way to bring confidence in our students' writing abilities with even using symbols or letters or giving them access to some type of ways to write, right? Whether they want to use dot markers or scissors and glue and with, pieces of paper with letters on them, right? There's lots of different ways that we can adapt it to meet our students where they're at and what they need. So hopefully this was helpful just to hear. I will leave a link below that has 4 weeks of predictable chart writing lessons that you can use for free, and it will go through those steps. I'll send you a series of emails that'll go through the steps of how to teach predictable chart writing and actually do it, but it's supposed to be messy. It's supposed to be fun. And so let your students have fun with writing and gain more confidence in their own abilities. So if you love this content and you want more information about predictable chart writing, go ahead and like and subscribe because I want to make sure that you're getting this information so that you can use this in your classroom tomorrow.